This is a stunning 2016 on a 16 registration Lexus RCF. So this is the 5-litre naturally aspirated V8, and it's just a stunning car. And importantly, it is the carbon edition, hence the exposed carbon bonnet, exposed carbon roof, and the deployable rear spoiler on the back, which you'll see as we get round, is also fully exposed carbon. It's a one owner from new car and with a full Lexus main dealer service history, so 6 Lexus main dealer stamps in the service book, but it's also only covered 7,800 miles. So for a 2016 car that's now 6 years old, it's extremely low mileage, just over 1,000 miles a year. I'd like to quickly start by showing you under the bonnet, so I'll just come inside the car and pull the bonnet here, just because it's such a special bonnet with the exposed carbon. And you can see it's the beautiful carbon weave on the top here. And then if I open this up, it's extremely light, as you would expect of any carbon bonnet. And underneath you've got this almost sort of forged carbon look. It's just a stunning, very lightweight, well put together bonnet. And the engine bay itself is also particularly beautiful because you've got the hints of the Messa red paintwork on the struts, and then the carbon top to the engine cover, and also the metallic blue sort of top of the engine there as well. It's just a stunning looking engine bay to go with the rest of the car, which is also extremely stunning looking. So as I just mentioned, the car is Messa red metallic with the black interior, and being an F, it's got all of the F Sport styling. So this signature Lexus front grille here has all these sort of Z shapes in it, and it's just a very, very good aggressive looking car. And you've got these huge sort of vents on either side of the grille, which are much bigger than a standard RC would be. Being a Lexus, it comes with a lot of specification as standard. So starting at the front, we've got these LED headlights here. These have automatic high beam as well. And then you've got this LED daytime running light in this sort of signature shape down here. It's just a very good looking car. And then coming round to the wheels, we've got these dual tone metallic grey with the diamond cut faces. And these are a 19-inch alloy wheel. And you've got the sort of very dark grey, almost black calipers with the Lexus logo on just down there as well. And it's on some very good Michelin Pilot Sport Cup tyres. It's a very good, unusual performance car, but if you read all the reviews, it rivals an M3. It's that good. On the front wing here, again, more signs of the F badge for a start there, and then you'll see the big sort of vent there to release the air from the wheel arch. That's all very aggressive styling, and that vent almost, if you look down here where it meets the sill then carries on all the way down the side, and it's just a very well designed car. We've got power folding door mirrors, and then, as I mentioned before, the exposed carbon roof, which is just a beautiful design. Everybody loves a bit of carbon. And then coming inside the car, you'll see, again, the beautiful, Lexus are very good at putting cars together, full stop. So we've got this Alcantara here with a contrast white stitching. And then on the lever at the back here, that's got contrast blue stitching. And then we've got some more carbon fibre where the window buttons are. And that carbon continues across the dashboard there as well. And you've got these very nice sort of F-style bucket seats with the F embossed at the top of the headrests here. It's just a very, very nice seat indeed, and it hugs you beautifully as well. They do have lumbar support as well, and they're all obviously electrically adjustable. And then inside the perforations, you may or may not be able to see on the camera, but they've got the blue, from the stitching on the door cards, they've got the blue sort of hint inside the perforations. It's just a very well designed car. Coming round the back, so as I mentioned before, we've got this deployable carbon rear spoiler, and it's one of my preferred deployable spoilers because it actually makes the car, in my opinion, look better when it's up. So again, you've got this exposed carbon on the top and the forged carbon underneath there as well. And then coming down the back, another sign that it's an F is the quad exhaust pipes, dual on either side, and they put them sort of diagonally above each other. So it's just, again, another sort of unusual, unique feature for this car, and it's just very good looking, and it sounds amazing as well, being naturally aspirated V8. We've got this big black diffuser across the top, so this sort of solid black across the main part, and then this fin across the bottom here is actually a metallic black, so it just breaks it up quite nicely. And then again, matching the front grille on the front of the car, we've got this F design, or F Sport sort of design on that bit there. And then I'll show you inside the boot, which again is very light. But being a Lexus, it's still extremely practical. You've got a very deep boot in here. Goes all the way back to the rear seats. And then if I lift the floor as well, there's lots of sort of extra storage space under here as well. There's little cubby holes you can put stuff in, and your inflation kit, etc. The car has got a reverse camera as well, which is just under the badge there. And that wing, when it's down, sits completely flush with the boot, so there's no sort of interruptions on there. Coming round the driver's side, if you have a look in the door mirror here, the car's got blind spot monitoring, which is what that light is there. That flashes when somebody's in your blind spot. It is keyless entry and exit as well, so no need to have the key and press any buttons. As long as it's within a metre of the car will unlock and lock. And then continuing on with Lexus specification, you've got free settings for the memory seat for the driver, power folding, electrically adjustable door mirrors, and then obviously electric windows as you'd expect. The car's also got, hence the big speaker in the door here, the car's also got Mark Levinson sound system, which is Lexus's premium audio system, which you'll see, as you'll see, as the cameraman's rightly pointed, the extra speakers in the boot here with the badge at the bottom there as well. And then if I jump in the car, so it's just a lovely seat to sit in, a lovely place to be really. It's all very high quality material. You've even got the Alcantara across the top of the instrument dial here, again with the contrast blue stitching. And then starting down the bottom here, you'll see a couple of the options which I mentioned earlier on. So like the blind spot monitoring, automatic high beam assist, and that's your button for the rear spoiler on the back of the car. It's keyless start, as I say, so if my foot's on the brake, I'll turn it on and you should hear the incredible noise that this car makes. Hopefully it will come through the microphone. So it's a very deep sort of rumble. It's just a traditional V8 noise, naturally aspirated, no turbochargers or anything to ruin the noise, and it just sounds incredible. But also I've driven the car myself, and it's a surprisingly usable and comfortable car as well. If you want it to be quiet in comfort mode, it quietens down very much and it's very usable, and also achieved over 30 miles per gallon when I drove it, which for a V8 I thought was pretty incredible. The steering wheel is all perforated leather, and again another nice feature is you've got this tri-coloured stitching. So closest to me it's metallic blue, in the middle it's grey, and on the other side it's like the white/silver stitching as per the rest of the car. And then the endless features continue. So we've been told by a Lexus main dealer that the only option on an RCF Carbon is adaptive cruise control, which is what that button there is. So it's standard cruise control down here, and then you can adjust how far you want it to keep you away from the cars in front with that button there. You've got lane departure warning next to it, and then the rest of your sort of usual multifunction steering wheel controls. Some lovely aluminium gear change paddles as well, with the plus and minus signs in the blue to match the stitching. And then up here you've got your traditional sort of Lexus infotainment navigation system, so that can be a full map. You've got Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff, Bluetooth audio as well. And then if I put the car into reverse, you've got this big reversing camera with the guidelines. So if I turn the steering wheel, you'll see the yellow lines change as I turn. All your dual zone climate control, heated seats. The stitching continues on the gear stick here as well, which is another unique feature to the RCF. And then another one is this Alcantara armrest. So usually it's the leather, as you can see on the side there, but on the RCF it's topped with Alcantara, and it's just very nicely done, and there's lots of storage under there as well. And then if I turn the car off, the steering column goes away from you to give you more room to get in and out of the car. And if I just shut the door quickly, hopefully you can see how stunning this colour is. It's a triple layer colour, and it's just, there's only one other carbon car for sale, and that car is orange, and we think the red much better suits the carbon, gives a much better contrast, and it's just a beautiful colour. And one owner from new, 7,800 miles with 6 Lexus main dealer stamps. It doesn't get much better than this. My name's Ben, I hope the video's helped, and thank you for watching.